Welcome back, friends. I've got another build thoughts for you. I swear I made one of these. I don't know what happened to it, so we're just gonna forget about that. This is a Marvel set. I don't have too many Marvel sets. I want to get more in the future, more of the older ones. Just I feel like those are very nice. But this is a more recent set. It's from 2021. Monger Mayhem, and you probably know already, but this is from Iron Man, the first MCU movie. I still think it's definitely top five for me. Not my favorite, but it's in there. It's in my favorites. I remember watching it and being blown away because it's very different from the other ones. It's it's got a very dark tone. It's real. It's more um, it's definitely more intense. It's got a darker feel. It's definitely an edgier type because of their first figuring out everything. But of all the MCU movies, it's one of the best, one of the standouts, and this is the only set so far from that movie, which is kind of a shame because I guess back in 2008 when this movie came out, Lego didn't have the rights to either that film or just Marvel in general. We all know as Lego fans that the Marvel line of Lego sets came out in 2012, which was when the Avengers came out, which obviously is fantastic, and I will hear no criticism about it. The Avengers is in my personal favorite movies ever for a lot of reasons. But yeah, I love that first movie. I love all of them, but the first one especially is so well done. And I have a set based on that too. They made a set recently, a remake of the Quinjet from that movie, which is great because I didn't have a chance to pick up the original. But we're not talking about that. This is from the first Iron Man. It's kind of shocking. They could have made at least one other set based on. Like, there's a lot of great action scenes, like the jet chase and the opening cave escape, and there's the fight on the street at the end. And there's a lot of cool stuff they could do, like the fight in Golmira, I believe. So there's a lot of stuff they could do, but unfortunately, we just didn't get anything else for the movie. So this is from the Infinity Saga. And it's got a lot of cool stuff to it. I think it has around 400 pieces. I'm not sure the exact piece count. You could look it up. I don't usually keep track of that for these videos, but yeah, it has a decent amount of parts. And at the time, it came out in 2021 for the Infinity Saga. And if you don't know, the Infinity Saga is basically all of the Marvel movies, like under Disney and Marvel, all of the MCU movies. So Iron Man, obviously being the first, is the most important probably of them, and it's the most grittiest of them. It's definitely the most realistic of them, and it aged very well. I think some of the CG is a little bit dated, like some of it is a little bit, but regardless, this set is based off of the final battle. So when Ironmonger shows up, obviously Jeff Bridges played Stain, uh, who who makes his own suit. This is that suit. It's the Ironmonger. It's this massive, giant, hulking tank-looking suit that he fights Stark in. And the big complaint about this set is it's great. It's very nicely designed, but it shouldn't be this big. I'll get to that later. It's a major complaint, but it's fine. Let's go. Let's see what it has to offer. It has three figs. We'll talk about them in a minute. I included them because I wanted to talk about them a little bit. I already have a review and an unboxing, so if you care to see that, probably already have, but here it is, Ironmonger. It's pretty big. It's pretty menacing. He's very intimidating. That's a great thing about this. And if you ever built any of the Hulkbuster sets, this is pretty like, it's pretty similar. It's just obviously very accurate to the Iron Man film, which is great. Actually, fun fact, story time. I used to have the Ironmonger figure, the actual action figure that they originally came out in 2008, like for the film, and it was so awesome. I wish I kept it. I wish I kept it, cause I had the Iron Man 3 suit, or the Iron Man 3, the Iron Man Mark 3. So this, minifig, this version from the first movie, I used pretty much all of the toys for this first movie because I went through a big Iron Man phase. It was massive. Like all 3 of the films, the Avengers, all that. So I was big into Iron Man. I still am. It's just I go through phases a lot. But I used to have the Iron Monger figure. So it honestly, if I had kept it, I would probably like compare it, and it'd probably be similar size to this. So if you have the Ironmonger original figure from 2008, it's probably comparable. Like if you don't have the set and you're wondering if you should buy it, if you want to get it and see how big it is, it's pretty similar to this. So yeah, except you have to build it, of course. So yeah, let's talk about the figs briefly. We've got Pepper. Pepper is probably the lamest figure. Like, they just didn't. I don't know. Like, she's fine. It looks fine for Gwyneth Paltrow. It doesn't really match her likeness. I think they did that better later. But yeah, she's fine. She's in her little business suit. It's got her 2 faces. It's got the normal and in angry. She's okay. I mean, they could have done her better, but I can't really complain that much. It's a nice fig. I have her upside down because why not? She's in peril. And the next one is Stain. Jeff Bridges. It's cool to have one of him. This is I think one of his only villain roles where he's. I guess I'll spoil it. If you haven't seen Iron Man at this point, what are you doing? It's such a fantastic movie. Just everything. And he's got a great look. I don't think he wears the suit though. Like I don't remember him wearing this dark blue suit. But maybe I don't know. It's okay. The face is the best part where it's so accurate to his look. He's got a big beard and he's bald. It's perfect. He's got that evil smirk. It's so good. I just wish he would have had the tan suit because that's what he was wearing. I'm pretty sure under the armor. I'm pretty sure I've seen this movie a lot. I'm pretty sure that's what he was wearing. Or either that or the gray suit. It was one of them. It might have been the gray suit, business suit, whatever. Great fig. Great to get him. I don't think we'll get him again in a set because he only appears in this movie. So it would be weird if he showed up again in a different set. But still, great fig. I think he's like $10. I know Pepper's really cheap. She's like 5 to 7. He's probably like 9, 8, 9, 10. Because I mean, the head is the value. But yeah, great fig. I have him just off to the side on the piston here. Just because I like him on there. And of course, the best fig in the set, Iron Man Mark III. This is the 3rd suit ever for Stark. So it's very iconic to this particular movie because it was a big deal that he made this very refined suit. And it's a beautiful minifig. I think he shows up, this minifig first appeared in this set, but now he shows up, I think it was in one of the Tony Stark armories or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, look how much detail. It's so richly decorated. There's just so much going on. It's so accurate to the movie, which I love. This shows up a lot in the first movie. It's so amazing. And I get chills every time I see the suit because it was so iconic back then. And fantastic printing. Just look at this. It's so good. It's so nice. And they even printed the little holes. The only thing I don't like is the stupid Stark head. It doesn't match his look. It doesn't match Robert Downey's face. It doesn't look like him. It just looks like animated. Like I don't know. It's fine. It would have been nice to get a specific Iron Man 1 head cuz like that's what this whole set is. Like bruh. It doesn't I don't know. They just reused the Endgame face or whatever. I don't know. It's okay. It works, okay? You don't want to take the Iron Man helmet off, but if you do, they give you, of course, the hair. But again, doesn't really match his hair. I don't know. Like when they did the Iron Man 3 sets, I feel like those hair pieces were much better, but I don't really, it's fine. The fig is so amazing. Like just there's so much printing. Like in the it's very shiny. Like it's so good. So just brilliant fig. And I have him flying around because why not? He's got like I had to cheat with this stick, this clear stand. Like he can't really, fly otherwise, but yeah, he's just stealing the show. Great, he's got these little fire effects. Um, but yeah, great fig. Obviously, the best part of this set, and I wish they kept it with the set. They always do that. Most figs come in one set, and then you're like, I'm gonna buy this for this fig, and then they come out with the same fig in a different set, and you're like, bruh, I paid for this one fig, or like I bought this for this fig. Like, why? It's just kind of dumb. But whatever. Amazing Iron Man, like for real. Like I think it's probably my favorite Iron Man. The Avengers has a couple more that are in my top three because like the Mark 6 and 7, definitely 7 is my favorites, but whatever. Let's move on. The actual set is great. It's big. Like comparing Iron Man like as a minifig and then you compare it with this build, like what? Why is he so big? Like in the movie he was pretty large, but he was almost like Hulk size. Like if you have a Hulk figure like this, and you like it should be like this. Like look, Hulk is a little bit bigger than Stark. Like why? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of dumb. But I'm guessing they did that to make a lot of pieces so you could build it. And it is a big, intimidating like suit. Like look at this. It's so evil looking. Like compared to Stark's. I'll take this off because that's distracting. But it has a lot of cool stuff going on. Has a lot of cool functions. It's got the rotating hands. You can move him around. He's got the giant stud shooter gun connected with the tube. You got this side which has studs. You can flick them with this launcher. And you can basically just move him around. It's just a big mech robot suit. It's very nice. You got the neck, the legs, which can move up and down. Sadly, the legs don't have like you can't move the leg, like you can't move the like it's just static. Like the front, like this main section, and then you have the feet, which can move a little bit, but it's a little bit limiting in that regard. I think the best like detail of this is the pistons on the back. You've got these giant pistons, and every time you move the arms forward, the pistons move. It's very realistic for sure. It's very nice. And you can move the waist as well. And unfortunately, the head is as Pepper dies. The head is amazing. However, you can't move the head. It's kind of just stuck like this, like just forward, which is a little disappointing. But you can open that up and you can put stain in there. It's a little like cramped. It's got like a panel in there. It's fine. And you got this nice sticker. Speaking of stickers, there's not too many. I'm guessing there's around 10 or so. Not too bad. But you got this. This is actually glow in the dark. So this sticker, or I guess the piece on the sticker. So that's glow in the dark. I think it would have been really cool if there was like glow in the dark eyes. I think that would have been really cool. But yeah, that's lots of nice details like these, shoulder pad protectors and really cool mechanics. There's just a lot of nice little details, like all the tubing and just all the different hoses and, pistons and little vents and cool stuff like that. There's even details on the bottom of his feet, which is really nice. It's got the, energy, like the arc reactor energy, and you can move these little sections here. My biggest issue with this, though, I mean, I guess I'll get out of the way, is my first issue. It's not. It is an issue because of size. Like, look how massive Monger is, and look how tiny Iron Man is. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, why is he so small? I guess because they didn't want to make a cheap set. They wanted to make it a lot of pieces, which is good for building, but it just makes Ironmonger look ridiculously oversized, and then Iron Man is just so small. But it's fine. My big issue with this, and I've gotten into this in another video, I actually have a tutorial how to fix this, is you notice Ironmonger's helmet, like his head, like the way it's built, it's great. However, it has a huge hole. Look at this. It's this giant gappy holes on the side of the head. It looks terrible. Like, look at this. Especially when you put a minifig in there, it looks worse. Like, when you put a minifig in there, look, and you close it up, look how bad. You can see the whole minifig in there. It's bad. Like, when you look at Ironmonger from the front, it's nice, but then when he turns, it looks terrible. um, I have this, I have a fix for it. I have a whole video on how to cover that whole thing up. It just looks bad. It looks unfinished. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't know why they left this gap, like these gaping holes. It just, it looks unfinished. It just, I don't know. It looks bad. It just it doesn't work. Like, out of the box, I was annoyed, and I was surprised how weak it looks just from that. But from the front, it looks great. You just need to cover the sides. It just looks bad. But regardless of that, everything is great. It has a great feel to it. It has a nice weight to it. And it's, even though it kind of looks like a Star Wars set with all the gray, like it's mostly dark gray, but it doesn't bother me because that's how he was in the, like, that's his color of the suit in the movie. So it doesn't really bother me at this, you know, for this time. So yeah, it's really cool. It's very detailed. There's a lot of mechanics with this, which is really nice. Again, if you have a Hulkbuster, I don't have one, unfortunately. I would love to get one, maybe in the future, but it's really cool to have this. I'm just happy that Iron Man has a set, okay? Like, back in when it came out, there was nothing Lego related. Obviously, there is now. And obviously they had the actual, you know, toys back then. But, you know, it's nice to have something from the first movie, even if it is a little bit flawed, especially with how big it is. It's not supposed to be this big. But, you know, it's, if we have if it's, like, if we have to choose to have a big set over nothing, like, I would rather have a set than nothing. So, yeah, amazing Iron Man for sure. Like, it's just a great set, worth picking up. I got it from Costco for like 40. I think used it should probably, I'm guessing it'll be like 35, maybe 40, and then sealed it'll probably be like 50 or 60, maybe 70 again. I'm not sure because it's retired. But yeah, you should be able to find it. It's not too big of a, it's not too hard of a set to get. And it also, lastly, comes with this, obviously, little box full of spare ammo. So that's nice. It's just the only problem is there's nowhere to put this box. So yeah, it's a little odd. I guess you could just stick it to the side. But yeah, great set. I have a review already, so this was not a review, but I just wanted to talk a little bit more about it. There's just a lot going on, and I think it's really nice to have. I'm really happy that I picked it up. I was a little bit on the fence, I guess, just because of the price, but there's a lot here. There's a lot, and I think it works. It's one of the better Marvel sets that I have, and yeah, I think it's really cool. If you love the first Iron Man and you're a big Lego fan and you don't have this, I think you need to go out and buy it because it is awesome. Again, even if it's oversized, you could probably modify it. It's not that big of a problem. But yeah, I think Iron Man is great. And I'd love to see more sets based on the older Marvel movies. Like, not just MCU. I like to see like a Blade 1 set, or something like from Fantastic Four, or like something from, I just like to see older movies get a set. Like, at least, like, if they're just gonna pick one set for one film, like, that's fine. I think that'd be nice to get some older stuff. But that's it. Monger, Mayhem. I think it's great. Lots of nice parts, lots of great details, a really fun mech to play with, and it's really cool, even if it is too big. But yeah, it's one to share my thoughts again because it's been a while since I've talked about it. I just rebuilt it and figured, why not? Let's talk about it and share a little bit more on it. And I have a lot of nostalgia for this movie, so that's kind of probably another reason. I'll do a review on the film eventually, but yeah, I think it's great. And I think you should pick this set up if you haven't. That's about it. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a great day. Thank you for your support.